Welcome to Talk That Talk Pod, brought to you by First Look Outreach. So our first student guest today is Miko. Miko is a student athlete and he is with the Edmonton Elk Selects. He's 17 years old and plays football for them in his senior year of high school. He's a wide receiver and corner, attends St. Oscar Romero High School, and he was born in Brampton, Ontario. It's really nice to meet you, Miko.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, let's see. How would you describe yourself in 3 words, Miko?
In 3 words, I would describe myself as athletic, confident, and smart.
Okay, those are some pretty good ways to describe yourself. And what are some small habits that keep you grounded as a student athlete? You know, what really keeps you at your base?
I would say being around my family, being around my peoples a lot, because I think it helps to show me like what I'm pushing, what I'm fighting for.
Okay, and you know, what is an artist you can take out of your playlist, and you know, what is an artist in your opinion that is also overrated?
An artist that I would take out of my playlist.
You would not take out of your playlist.
One that I would not take out of my playlist. I would say Youngboy, for sure. NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy, you're a Youngboy fan?
Yeah.
No, I mess with Youngboy. You know, his energy, his music. You know, it'll get you pumped up. What's your favorite Youngboy song?
Favorite Youngboy song? I would say Vetmores.
Vetmores. Mine is What You Is. That was a good one. Right. Which artist, in your opinion, is overrated?
I would say Kendrick. He's overtalked.
You think Kendrick's overrated?
100%.
You think Kendrick Lamar's overrated? Why?
100%. Because honestly, I'm also a Drake fan.
Okay, so you're Team Drake. You got Team Drake over here, you guys. But that's good though. I mean, Youngboy, think Kendrick's overrated? I mean, I'll take it. Drake's a pretty good artist, so you're on the Drake side of the beef? Okay,
Sure.
makes sense. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your time with the Elk Selects? You know, how did that opportunity come about? What was that like for you?
So essentially, it came to me through one of my teammates who was also trying out for the program, and honestly, I didn't even know it at first, but it was Alberta wide, so a bunch of players from all across the province were coming out to try for this one team, right? So yeah, I try out, I made the team, and then afterwards, that's when I found out that it was throughout the whole province, and I'd say it's pretty good. It's a really good team, and we have a few big tournaments coming up.
I'm really excited to hear that. You know, how did you realize that the football was really what you wanted to do? Like, how did you find the sport? How did you fall in love with it? You know, what was your journey basically from day one up until now? What does that look like?
So when I was younger, right, I fell in love with the sport. I remember I was watching it with my dad one time, and from there on, I just fell in love with it. I always wanted to play, and I did play for a little bit when I was younger, and I took a break to play soccer for a while. And when soccer was done, I'm like, I might as well go back to the sport that I fell in love with and I wanted to actually do something with. So I ended up going back, seeing that I could still compete at a high level, and yeah, so I went and did that.
And you know that no matter where you are in your athletic journey, that there's always room to learn. What do you think has been the biggest lesson since you joined the Edmonton Elk Selects?
I would say the biggest lesson is being humble, because my position got moved around from wide receiver to corner. So I would say being humble is the biggest thing, because you might not always be the best at one thing, but there's always another thing that you could be good at, you could be great at, right? So I would say, being humble for sure.
And when did you realize that you wanted to pursue sports as a career? And after your sports career is done, what do you want to do with your life moving forward?
So when I was younger, sports really solidified a spot in my heart as to what I wanted to do growing up. And no matter what I end up doing in the future, whether it's me playing professional, coaching, it's just sports, because I don't think I'll ever be able to separate myself from doing what I love, right? So for sure, I think when I was younger, it really stuck with me, for sure.
Anyway, Miko, I also heard that you wanted to be a lawyer. You know, how's that still going?
That's not something I thought was gonna get brought up, but I don't really think I'm not on that same track as much anymore. I don't think that's something I would truly pursue, but it's still, obviously I'd keep my options open, so if it does end up coming back, then I'd still think about it for sure.
That's really awesome.